Like this should not be. All right, everyone, welcome back to Alumni Field. It is a wet gray day, and the Junior Varsity Essex Ravens are here at home to the Niagara Spears.
Niagara Spears, yes, sir.
Niagara Spears.
Nice weather if you're a duck.
Nice weather if you're a duck, indeed, Coach. We're going to take a little break for the national anthem. We'll come right back, kick this thing off.
How you doing, man?
Oh, see, buddy. All right, there we go. The festivities are out of the way. Welcome to Ravens versus Spears Junior Varsity. We are in week 2 now.
Dos.
Dos of the OSFL season. The JV Ravens are they got off to a slow start, rough start. This Niagara team, I believe they're 1-0, Coach. Is that correct?
I believe you're correct.
Okay, and this is setting up to be a good game. A lot of talent on the field for both of these squads. Let's cue it up. The referees are getting into place.
Referee for today's matchup is Brett Webster, number 88.
Referee signals the ball is live, and away we go. Spencer McRae, number 4, got a seam. He's got speed. Could be enough to get him on the sideline there. Looked like 31 and 28, and there's a late flag.
Laundry on the play.
Quincy Good and John Brittenbaugh got over there for the stop towards the end, but there are 2 flags on the play that I see.
Well, the best tackler on the field made that stop. That was the sideline.
Here we go. Take a little moment here, see what the signal is.
Unnecessary roughness. Chop block waist on Niagara.
Unnecessary roughness, blocking below the waist on Niagara, 15 yards. That's going to take them way, way back and negate most of the better parts of that return, which is a good news situation for the Ravens. There we go. Let's see how Niagara comes out here. Saw a lot of spread out of their Bantam team earlier. We got the exact same look happening here today, 2x2, couple in the backfield. Quarterback starts the motion. 28 is the ball carrier. Nice little step. Call it about 3-4 yard pickup initially on that one, Coach.
Well, it could have been 0 had we got our body on the man instead of trying to tackle him with our hands. Up a little bit too high on that play.
That is good for 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Spears.
2nd and 7 from the 52 Niagara. 'Niagara' side of the field. They are heading.
2nd and 7 for the Spears. 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 2nd and
east to west on your dial. There we go.
There's a
There's
jet.
the jet across the middle. Number 4
stand
turns
up.
it back up. Not bad. Not bad. So I believe that was Liam Rawlings. Make some initial contact there. Linebackers came in and cleaned them up.
Did a good job stepping upfield to reroute that.
Good job stepping up field. 3rd and 4 here now. Ravens are back, expecting to receive the punt.
Guys, you need to push down, lift up the clips, and then it goes up.
12th man laid onto the field. Here we are. Lining up in the punt formation. Lots of protection on the inside. Good snap. It's going to hang one kind of high and towards the sideline. Ravens are going to have pretty good field position to work with here. See where the ref spots it. Just trying to find the ball right now.
Good first series for the defense. That's what you want out of it. 2 and out.
2 and out. Got off the field. Could have been worse with that opening kickoff. But it got called back. So here we go. Ravens first time with the ball on O. Let's see what we can do. Ravens come out, 2 by. Tight end in close on the right-hand side here, close to us. Single running back. I believe that's going to be Logan Deneau. Logan's got a spot to the outside. He's extremely quick, this guy. Picks his way to the outside.
He's shifty too. He's definitely a player to watch out for. I had the pleasure of coaching him this year with St. Joe's Lasers, and he's a good little ball player. Doesn't matter what side of the ball he plays on. He's tough.
Yeah, Logan's just a quick, shifty guy, as you say. He's got that spirit where he can break away. He can make that cut. He's a very good defensive player as well. I've seen him play some excellent linebackers. So here we go. Going to be back in a similar formation again. 2nd and about 7. The quarterback's got the ball, dumps it off. Got a little completion there on the inside. I believe that is to. Didn't quite see the number on that one.
About 5 yards on the play.
Is that number 3? That was number 3. So that was Tuchel Downey. Well known. Had the pleasure of coaching a lot of the young men that are on this junior varsity team now a couple of seasons ago, and I was head coach of the Bantam team. Lots of talent. Lots of talent here.
We didn't have a penalty until less than a minute left of the game.
So now we got a 3rd and 2. Ravens are coming out in punt formation. 2 men back for the Spears. Gets the punt away. It's a low. It's rolling, taking a Ravens bounce and out. And a quick little exchange of pleasantries to begin the first half. Now Niagara's going to get its 2nd possession.
Just to see what goes on here. They had a little series to be able to feel some things out.
Yeah, the game definitely changes. If folks, if you were around for our earlier stream at the Bantam, the JV, when you move from the 4 down to 3 down, the tempo and the nature of the game definitely changes. You're going to notice a lot more attempts at big plays here, shots down the field. Niagara just loves this straight 22. There's the motion with the jet. His handoff going back the other way. Faked over to number 4. Just got to tackle that. All right. 37. That's Kyle Angus. Kyle was one of our defensive backs on the Bantam team a couple of years ago that really stepped up, matured over the course of the season. Not at all surprising to see him starting for these Ravens here at the JV level.
Angus being a Kennedy product.
A Kennedy product. I did not know that. That's a program that's really revived itself in the last little while. Here we go. Now we're going 32. We got a single running back in the backfield, a pistol look. Here's the snap. Quarterback sets up. Short
There
pass
we go.
picked. There we go. Lucas Skeets. Lucas Skeets just stepped right in front of that one like he was in the huddle and knew the play call, coach. He just stepped right in front of it, took the ball cleanly, which is sometimes the hardest part when it comes straight at you. And nice little play to set up the Ravens. Great field position early on.
In the right place at the right time. He threw the ball directly to him.
Yeah.
This is the first part of the game here. This is like a chess match. You know, everybody's got their first opening move, and then it's the middle game that you are really going to see these teams shine.
Yeah, so here we go. Ravens are all spread out again. One tight end. Working on the
toss.
edge there. Got ball. Logan Deneau trying to get to the outside. He's got the wheels. Turn it up, Logan. There we go. All right. We're going to call that a 7-yard pickup. Logan doing what he does, using that speed, getting out to the edge.
Well, Logan did a lot there, made a lot out of very little. He didn't really get a great block there by the wide receiver, and he showed a little leg to the inside, was able to get the defender to set his feet, and he just gave him that extra step to get outside. Ended up being a 7-8 yard gain on
7-8 yard gain, yeah. And folks, don't be fooled. Logan, you've seen him take ball outside. He is far from a one-trick pony. He will plant his field and go straight up field when the opportunity presents itself, and I think we're going to see that before the day's over. There's a snap. Quarterback's got the ball. Just kind of checks it out there. Not sure what was going on there. That's Ryan Nyson at quarterback.
That was a good business decision there, Coach.
Good business decision. Ryan's a pretty smart quarterback. Again, I coached him on that same Bantam team 2-3 years ago. He's been slowly getting better and better. He was a baseball and hockey kid when he first came in, you know. Needed to learn the game. There you go.
There we go. Great push up front by the Ponies.
Hey, there you go. Big boys just creating some room up front, pushing the line. That's what we want to do here, Coach. String together plays, string together first downs. Let's get a little early momentum going. Keep their defense on the field for a long period of time so that they're worn down later in the game. First and 10, 32. There's the handoff to Deneau. Avoids traffic in the backfield. Really nice job getting out there. About a 6-yard pickup.
Again, Logan making a lot out of a little. They whiffed on the block on the edge and was able to cut, get back inside.
Yeah. Logan's going to get a little breather now. Well deserved. Yeah, Logan has that ability. He can just, you know, even if that guy does get in the field, he can stop on that dime and just make you miss and hit that gear and go up again. So he's definitely a special kind of player. Oh, that was there. That was there. That was heading toward Ryder Leach. Geez, I thought if he just had extended that out a little bit more, Coach, the quarterback just let him a little bit more, that was going to be a good one.
Well, actually, if the ball had been up in his position where he could deliver the mail when he saw it, it would have been a complete pass. But he had to pick the ball up and get on the phone before he did it. And unfortunately, that gave the defensive back enough time to get in position.
There you go. 3rd and 6 or 7. We are on the 33-yard line. No score, 4:37 in the first. Oh, I think Ryan Nice managed to draw him offside on that one.
Oh, this may be on us. This may be procedure. Once you get set, you can't bob at all. Can't be a hip drop, nothing. And I definitely saw some movement on that line. So this is be 50-50 right now.
Offside defense.
Oh, they called it offside. That was
right,
that was
we'll take
that's a tough call to make. I definitely saw some movement up here, so we shall see. That'll probably be discussed with when they are able to get to an official.
There we go. Play was not blown in yet, which is a shame. So now it is going to be 3rd, and that looks like about a half-yard, Coach. So no surprise the Ravens were trying to line up and go for it in a hurry there before Niagara had a chance to get set. But let's see what happens here. Ball is on about the 24-yard line, 23-yard line, 4:23. There's the keeper.
And they got it.
That's going to be an easy first down.
Will be the keeper for the Ravens again.
Is that,
And that will move the chains.
was that number 44?
First and 10.
That was number 44.
Zachary Van Ruwerf. And I'm Mr. and Mrs. Van Ruwerf. I'm sure I'm butchering that. I apologize. Your son made a very nice play there.
If you happen to be watching this on the live stream, if you can give us a phonetic spelling
Phonetic spelling throw is
in the
good.
comments, then we'll make sure we do a better job next time around.
Okay, here we go. Ravens back to snap, 1st and 10.
Have a different running back in the backfield again. Now it's
That's 27. That's going to be Kalen Powell. Picks his way around to the outside. Looked like he got about 4, 5.
well, I know it was away from the play, but we had a hell of a block there by number 66 on the Ravens. He drove his player downfield by about 15 yards on that play.
That would be one Milan Kushkovic.
Not surprised. He's just a mauler out there.
He is.
This would be his first game of the season. I know he's been itching, and he'd been out for a while. Great kid when you meet him in the cities, but you put him in pads, and he turns.
Nasty person. Van Ruwerf, I'm told, is the correct way to pronounce that name. Thank you very much, folks. Zachary Van Ruwerf. I'm going to be all over that between now and the end of the game. All right, so that's going to be 3rd and 10, and it looks like we're going to line up for field goal here, Coach.
Take the points. Is that Danilo out to kick it?
Dano is probably the kicker as well. He's a fairly solid kicker from this range.
Well, and you ask, you know what? The kid makes sandwiches
Oh,
and
bad
drives a
snap,
bus.
bad snap. Fire drill. That's a shame. That's a shame. That was a nice little drive we had going there. Couldn't quite capitalize on it early in the game. Let's see what the defense can do. See if we can get this ball back here. Just check some of these names here. Some of these kids I actually know. Well, there's Theo Cercelli out there on defensive end, number 42. Everybody will recognize Theo's last name if you're from the Windsor football scene. See who doesn't just play push up. Ball's going back the other way. Nice. I saw 50 in on that. I saw 51 in on that. Gonna call him Landon Vincent and Bowden Halati. All right, here we go. Niagara has the ball. It is 2nd and about 4 from the 35-yard line. There's motion going off to the right. Looking to, no, going to look downfield. Tried to force it.
Oh,
and
we get
bounce.
the ball
There's
again.
Another pickoff. And that is number 51, Bowden Halati, with the interception. Couple of big plays now by the Ravens when they needed them. Let's turn them into some points. Let's cash them in, Coach.
And that's a huge play by the Essex Ravens defense. As the offense comes back on the field, ball placed at the 54-yard
And
line.
Bowden taking advantage of the Essex bounce.
Very heads-up football player, Bowden Halati, comes from an excellent football family. Here we go. It's going to be Ravens ball from midfield, 1st and 10. Snap. Nice hands it off. There's a couple of flags there. That's going to be
Reverses the field.
Dano.
The most dangerous play in football, folks, the broken play.
Broken play. Do not tackle him, son. He's out of bounds. Okay,
Well,
there
we
we go.
got some flags on the field.
The side judge and the line judge saw the same thing. I can tell you that much. Those flags came out in the same time.
I don't know. I just thought I saw procedure motion. Hasn't been officially called. Offside defense. Okay.
Offside defense. Ravens are going to decline that. Take the result of the play.
There you go, Chris. Yep, there you go. Offense, defense, decline.
And there's offside penalty on the defense. Penalty is declined.
All right.
First and 10 for the
Everything's coming up Ravens in the last few plays here, Coach.
Quite the contrary to how the first game had started out.
It is, yeah, it is. This is a nice quick start. What we want to do is capitalize on this. We're coming down towards the end of the first quarter now. We've had a couple of turnovers already. Got a penalty or two we picked up, and we're in a position here. Oh, a little confusion in the backfield. Lowe runs into him. He's going to try and escape.
Again, he turns a silk purse out of Sal's ear.
Yeah, I mean that was just once again Logan Lowe taking something, and he was in trouble in the backfield. They got to him very early, and he managed to use that
Get 3 yards.
speed and shiftiness out of there. That's a running back that can turn a 3-yard loss into a 2-yard gain is somebody that I'd be happy to have on my team on a regular basis. Going to be the last play of the first quarter, second and about 7. Ravens come out 2 by 2 once again. There's the snap to Nice. He's going to go out, feed it out to his X. That is going to be Logan Rom. Logan Rom, I believe. Ram, excuse me.
That was a pretty quick first quarter.
That was a very fast first quarter. I mean, 12 minutes gone. Weather's holding.
Well, it's consistent.
Consistent. That's a better word, Coach. Stable.
It consistently sucks.
All right, we are going to flip the field. Coach, what are you seeing so far? I'm seeing a lot of really solid play out of the defense so far, I think. Really haven't seen Niagara do much with the ball when they've had it.
Yeah, I want to see the ball put on the ground and the offense running a little bit more because you know what, we're getting some good push along that line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
If we could throw some weight around, I think we can get some points on the ground.
Yeah, I'd like to see. Obviously, Logan's a big threat. They're going to keep using him. He's a workhorse, but I'd like to see a little bit of a power attack as well. We tend to have. It looks like we got smaller running backs this year. There we go. Number 82. That'd be William Euler, I believe, is it?
That's it. Throwing the sticks.
No, that was Logan Rom again. Excuse me. On that one, nice little completion from Nice. Flipped it out there. First down. Going to be Ravens 1st and 10 on about the 24-yard line. 11:27 to go remaining in the second quarter. Nothing flashy, very efficient so far, and some good solid defense. There we go, 2 by 2. There's the motion coming around in behind. Nice takes the ball. Little 27. Really nicely
block.
executed play.
That's
Just a real nice hole.
That's definitely how it's drawn up. That was good blocking up front.
Yeah, I think the motion did what it was supposed to. It got those linebackers thinking a little bit, got the DBs thinking a little bit. The blind blocking did what it was supposed to, and there was just a wonderful hole there for 27 to get to.
The H did a good job coming across, picking up the outside rush.
Yeah.
And they just ran underneath him.
Short. Give it the Ravens version of the tush push. Gonna be a first. We're not inside the 10 yet, so we're gonna be 1st and 10 from about the 13. Man, spot the ball. 13, 14.
Yeah, it'd be the 13-yard line.
Now this is where I might just run a little action on the other side and try and get the no back here to the wide side of the field. Yeah. Headed up the middle. Okay.
Brought some misdirection from that backside, dragging the H across the field. That was number 33, Travis Meacham.
They got old Travis in there working on the working as the H. That's great. It's been a couple of years since I've seen some of these kids. And so kids that I remember as being linemen 2 years ago played athletic positions now. So it's great to see. Okay, runs in the backfield, 2x2. There's some motion. Logan steps up. Little play action. Oh! I think you knew exactly who was going to on that one when they broke the huddle. It was a great little play action fake. Just missed the toss.
Well, that'll bring out the
field goal
kicking
unit.
team.
We're going to get another shot at this one, see if we can get it away cleanly this time.
We get the snap down. This should be money.
Should be mine. This is about a 15-yarder. Logan kicked this in his sleep.
There we go.
There we go.
Chip shot.
3 points for your Essex Ravens. Now up 3-0 with 8:39 remaining in the first quarter, or of the second quarter now of this game against the Niagara Spears. Second game of the season for the Ravens. Off to a good start here. Not what we're going to call a high-scoring contest at this point, but you can't expect too much of that on days like this. But the Ravens have played, I'd say, pretty solid football for a quarter and a half here, Coach. Not a lot of points up yet, but
They went to the ground, and they were able to move the ball on the ground. Wasn't the result we wanted, but it's 3 points in our favor.
3 points in our favor and two turnovers already on defense, and have not seen a whole lot out of Niagara on offense just yet. Not to say they haven't got it, folks, but so far the Ravens have held them contained.
Be interesting to see what they open up with now. They've had a couple series to figure some things out. Coaches are going to definitely make some adjustments.
And Niagara's just going to take that ball on the 35. Thank you. It's an interesting formation. Quarterback's going to keep it, sprint right up the middle. That was an interesting play design.
Well, it worked. I had about 13 yards.
Yeah.
And that is their quarterback.
Yeah, it seems to me, we're not standing out there coaching this, but it looks to me like the rain's coming down a little harder now than it has been.
Absolutely.
And
It's not coming. It's coming sideways now.
yeah, it's coming down and it's coming sideways. So having your quarterback hold on to this ball and take off with it is not the worst idea in the world, rather than trying to handle a bunch of exchanges. And Niagara's got two very good plays in a row here.
Yeah, you can't do that too often against a team like Essex, pal. Because you know what? You can't have nice things when you play with them like that.
Going to be first down for the Spears. Call it the Essex Ravens 51-yard line. Ravens are up 3-0, 7:23 to go in the first half. Spread formation, two in the backfield. Once again, there's the jet. Lots of motion to the left. That's where it's going.
Good job turning it back inside, and he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Nicely met by the defense that time.
That was number 90 for Essex, laying the lumber on there.
That would be Roman Gaffin. Another one of my old St. Joe's guys. Actually, there's quite a St. Joe's Ravens pipeline going on with this JV team right now that I think about it.
Yeah, there is. It's good to see. Being a St. Joe's coach myself. Bodes well for next year.
It does. Here we go. Spears have the ball, second and about 8.
Three-man front. They're obviously expecting pass.
Quarterback's just going to go down and protect that. That is going to be a big loss of yardage and a third down. Ravens should get nice field position out of this if we can manage to field the kick cleanly. right, so let's call that a 3rd and 18. I'm going to safely call this a punting situation, I think, Coach.
No doubt about it.
Now watch him fake it just to mess me up. Here we go. Lots of protection up front. Single gunners either side. 2 back for the Ravens. Clean snap. Quarterback's kind of doing that rugby kick run out to the left.
Yeah. Oh,
He muffed
they
it.
bobbled that.
And unfortunately, the Raven returner muffed that ball. That's going to be Quinn Lippert, I think. I don't want to put it on you if it's not Quinn. I didn't see the number. Just got to be more careful on those, Coach. It's tough to field the kick cleanly under the best of circumstances. It's really tough to do when
Can't
it's
take
wet.
your eye off that ball.
Yeah.
Can't take your eye off it for a second.
Fielding a punt with 12 other individuals running down trying to knock you is about one of the most unnatural sensations on earth until you get the hang of it. Here's Niagara with the ball back, 1st and 10.
There comes that formation. They did a lot of running out.
There's the jet. Quarterback's going to come back the other way.
Oh,
Oh, that's
he's
fumble.
hit hard. He fumbles the ball. And the
Are they
Ravens will
going to
return
roll
that.
him down? Are they ruling him down? Oh, there's a flag.
Well, obviously they were a little upset on the call.
Yeah, let's wait for the call, but I think you nailed it, Coach. Yeah.
Well, that's a shame because that ball did come out on contact.
Yeah. So, reading between the lines, folks, in case you mixed that one, I think the Ravens thought that ball came out and it was their ball. Referee ruled it the other way. One of the gentlemen on the field for the Ravens had a little something to say about it, and there's that objectionable conduct penalty coming in. And now all of a sudden it's Niagara's 1st and 10 from the Ravens' 25-yard line. 5 minutes, 12 seconds left remaining in the first half. Scores 3-0 for the Ravens.
Well, so far the Ravens' defense has been the Spears' best offense. Shot ourselves in the foot there.
Yeah. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8, Coach. We got about 4:30 left. The ball is on the 22-23 yard line, field goal range at this point. There's a 2-back formation once again from Niagara. Quarterback's got the ball. He's looking to pass. Flips it out to the right. There's a pick.
Another pick.
There's a pick. Who's got it?
Oh, he's got a lot of room.
Is that 3-4?
All the other
He could.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, boy.
The.
Any laundry? Oh, here comes
Wait.
laundry.
Oh, there's another pointless penalty there. What is that going to be for? That's
I don't
Kalen
know.
Hillman.
We got it. We saw something on the backside. Let's wait.
That's Kalen
figure this
Hillman
out.
with the big pick 6. We got laundry on the field. It was either going to be a block in the back.
I think it was. I think it's on them. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, he's inside.
Touchdown. Okay, there we go. Touchdown stands. Touchdown, Essex Ravens. Kalen Hillman. There's a guy I've known for a young time, too. Kalen started out as a receiver working for me about 3 years ago on these bands. We switched him over to a defensive back midway through the season, and he ended up finishing stronger there, and I understand that's pretty much where he works since.
Yeah, the former Roseland Ram.
Roseland Ram.
Roseland Ram,
That's
yeah.
right. Here we go. Donato saying, please may I have my kicking tee. Back onto the field. Yeah, I'll tell you what, a clean single would be really good here.
Well, I know Principal Wavon said to tell him about it. He said hi the next time I saw him, so I'm sure he'll be proud to know on Monday morning that he got himself a pick 6.
There we go. Okay, that's a nice clean single. So there we go. The story of the game so far for the Ravens offense is the Ravens defense. That is going to be, I believe, our 3rd turnover already on the day. All interceptions for the defense. Kalen Hillman took that one back. Good gosh, how far was that? That's I had 100. I want to say he grabbed that at about the 10-yard line or inside of it. So good 100 yards. Good 100 yards. Kalen's young and healthy. He can run that far without getting tired.
You know, they made a couple of mistakes, but they've made up for it. Right? They made up for it in that one last play.
Several important conversations going on in the booth at once here, folks. The important thing to know, though, is the Ravens are up 10-0 at home. 4 minutes left to go in the first half, and we're getting ready to kick off now to these Niagara Spears. Nice for the JV Ravens to feel the lead, to be having a good game here, starting off well at home.
I stood next to him at one of the troughs at Joe Louis.
Nice kick, end over end, fields it
Well, we
cleanly.
got to make sure we maintain contain. Because we've
Gotta get outside, gotta get outside, gotta get outside.
And this is returned by number 4, Spencer McRae.
Logan Deneau there to chase him down. Definitely gave up contain on the edge there once again, Coach. That's 2 kickoffs now that we've seen that.
Well, you can see the contain came screaming in off over on the side there like he was, I don't know what, I think he was a gunner. And we lost contain right from the get-go.
Yeah, there just didn't seem to be much going on over there on that right-hand side. Once again, kudos to Logan Deneau for chasing that down. He's got the speed to make that play. All right, going to be Niagara's ball right around midfield, let's call it. 1st and 10, 3:48 to go in the first half. 10-0, your Ravens leading. Here we go, typical Niagara look. Little motion across the side there from the H. There's a fumble.
There we
Picks
go.
it up.
Decent job. We made contain out there by number 52, forcing it back off over to the inside, where all his help is.
Yeah, Bowden Halati and Mikola Adzik both doing a really nice job on that one. And we're seeing that ball, the ball control issues, the little slips, the little fumbles, things showing up
Yeah.
early in this game as well. I think the rain has slowed down a little bit at this point, though. Here comes snaps, 2nd and 8 from the 52 of the Ravens, let's call it. The handoff to number 20, excuse me. He's steamrolling his way. Oh, he's still going. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Wow.
That was effort.
Tremendous effort. That is going to be R.J. Stubbs of the Niagara Spears. Just an excellent individual effort there. Looked like the Ravens had him stopped at one point, and then they were sort of pushing him sideways. And he just did what players do to keep on fighting, Coach. And he managed to
Kept
just
those feet
pull his
moving,
way out of
right?
it.
Kept
Yeah.
those feet moving on contact. It wasn't the second effort; it was the fourth effort.
Yeah.
And he put that whole team on his back, well, almost literally, and scored.
And has gotten his team right back in it here on the basis of that play. 2:39 left. Niagara lines up for the extra point. Bit of an errant snap goes through. That's going to make it 10-7 with 2:39 remaining.
10 for the Ravens and 7.
10 for the Ravens, 7 for the visiting Spears. 2:39 left. Everybody's got a couple of timeouts left. We could be here for a little while yet before this half is even over, folks.
Well, right now it seems like it's almost like a game of pong. It's a back and forth affair.
It is. It is, yeah. There hasn't been a lot of dull moments in this thing, has there? I mean, we've had a big play called back there on the kickoff early, and had a couple of big plays, lots of turnovers, long score by Kalen. That was a really nice little series.
The Ravens are going to have to get that figured out as far as their contain goes with the kickoff, because that is twice now it's bit us in the behind.
Yeah. It's great to be able to score, but you got to be able to stop the other guys from returning kicks, and their coverage has not looked good twice in a row now. Just get the ball protected. There you go, son. I think we're going to be about 43-yard line there, Coach. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Okay, 2:34 2 timeouts left on either side of the board. Starts turning into a bit of a chess match here for the coaches. I'm just thinking Ravens had first possession to start the game, I believe. Did we kick it or did they kick?
We kicked
Oh,
it.
we kicked it. All right.
They
So the
returned
Ravens. That's right. They returned it for a touchdown and got called back. Oh my gosh, I got to forget that. Well, so that means the Ravens will get the ball to start the second half. So it's late score here going into the
Jet sweep, cuts it
halftime.
inside. Smart play cutting it inside there. Got 6 yards instead of 3.
Yeah.
Brought down by number 40, Antonio Federico.
Again, that's Tucklin Downey, and that is a young man who certainly has some experience running the jet.
Well, smart move with getting upfield. A lot of times guys, have a little bit too much belief in their speed and think they're going to get around the outside.
Yeah.
The hard yards are the best yards.
Yeah. And sometimes that'll work a little in house league and those sorts of things. You get up here and there's a lot of fast kids.
Yeah.
And you can't always be the fastest kid to the outside anymore. So here we go. Ravens going to spread out. 84 is in motion. Going to set up on the other side.
Inside zone.
Tuco's got the ball again. No, it's not Tuco. It's 27. That's going to be Mr. Powell. Nicely done.
Brought down by number 10, Nicholas Moore.
Did a nice job of picking his way through that hole, working his way upfield, Coach.
And that will move the sticks for the Ravens, 1st and 10.
Young man's got a nice cut jump. Was able to free some guys' feet and get a few more yards out of it. Good vision getting upfield.
Here's again.
Same
Come out
play.
again. Tough little run. Lots of time here.
If it's not broke, keep going back to it. We got a man down on the play.
66 for the Spears. A little shook up. All right. It's a good moment to remind you that the Varsity Ravens are going to be playing at 7 o'clock tonight. That's on Coachigo, your TV.
Coach, go on your TV.
Yep. Got a good matchup tonight, also against this Niagara franchise. Varsity opened up the season last week with a win, 13-10, grinded one out on the road, and looking to go 2-0 tonight here at home. So Coach, you're 2nd and 8 here. Gee, some more points before the half would be nice, because it's like I said, you do get the ball to start the second half again. What are you thinking about here in terms of a play call?
Well, past territory, 2nd and 8. It's definitely not going to be anything cute. They're not going to go to toss. But they got the lead going into the half. They could just keep it on the ground. That inside zone's been working well for them.
Yeah, looks like a pass. Slipped through Tuco's hands there. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Not in field goal range here.
Well, good decision to throw to the sticks. But, on 2nd down. Now that brings up 3rd. Now we're going to have to punt it away. And they're going to get another chance to even the score or get ahead by the half.
Yeah, and what I'm really looking for here, Coach, is I want to see some good punt coverage. Because we had 2 fairly soft kickoff coverages in a row, and I want to see if we can do a little bit better out of here at a punt. There's the ball. Kicks off, single gunners, one down the middle. Going back the other way. Looks like we got him contained this time, but somebody's going to have to tackle. There we go. About 31-yard line. Niagara's going to take over possession. Minute 10 left in the first half. Ravens are up 10-7. Bowden Halati, that's got to be his 3rd or 4th tackle on the day already.
Yeah, he's been busy. There's been a couple people on that defense, whose name we've been calling
Yep.
quite a bit.
So Chris is our Bowie Coon of the association. He was
There we go.
commissioner of baseball.
Niagara's got the ball. There's the motion.
Always
Handoff up the middle.
even if it was snowing.
Nice cleanup.
Baseball weather.
That's going to be Halati again on the cleanup at the end there. I saw a defensive lineman Shipman on the way as well.
Yeah, that was number 90, Roman Gaffigan.
Roman Gaffin again.
Yep.
And that carry was good for 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 with a minute to go.
There we go. 2nd and 6. About 55 seconds left to go in the half here right now. Niagara spreading things out. 3-by-2. Back to pass. Goes straight over the middle. Looks like the receiver fell. Maybe they cut. Maybe they tangled up their feet. No flag on the play.
They got their feet tangled up
Yeah.
when he went to make the break.
Yeah, it looks like the Ravens might get another shot at this thing before the half is over. There's 44 seconds left to play. The clock is stopped. The Ravens still have 2 timeouts left, I believe. And Niagara is in a 3rd and, call it a long 6. Niagara lines up for the punt. Got that U.S. college formation going back there. Can you use your timeout? Coach is thinking about it. Coach is thinking about whether he wants to give the Ravens ball back. Kind of comes down to, I wouldn't even think about going for it or anything here in this situation. I think that's nuts. But you sure would like to have a really good punter in this situation, wouldn't you, Coach?
Well, I don't think he's really concerned too much with the fact that of Ravens getting the ball back. I think he's more concerned about their protection at this point. He saw something that he didn't like, and he wanted to make an adjustment.
Snap. Oh, having trouble with it. Ravens trying to make something happen here, and they are
great
going
job.
to.
Not only are they going to get the ball back, but they're going to get it back in great field position. With 2 timeouts left, 34 seconds left in the ball game.
2
Or
times
not the
left,
ball game in the half.
And I imagine that is not what the Niagara coach had in mind when he called that timeout just now, Coach.
No, but he's got to use them.
Got to use them. Got to use them at some point. Don't get to keep them after the game. So here we go. Ravens got the ball. It is 1st and 10 at around the 31-yard line.
I don't know. I think they're just going to try getting a little closer, make it a sure thing.
Get a little closer, try and look finished up with a field goal. Yeah, going to get Larry to work to the outside. Go. Well, it's all he needs is one step around the edge on anyone. There you go. So that sure looked like a first down to me, but we'll see where the spot comes in. Now a little short. 23 seconds left. Plenty of time. Still got a timeout here as well. We are within field goal range at this point.
2 yards, they're going to go for it. Again, why not? Get a little closer.
Keep it nice in the pistol. There's some motion. There's a nice little setup play there. That's going to be a first down. 19 seconds remaining on the clock. Ravens in a great spot to get some more points here before this half ends.
Yeah, we can run it again. Get ourselves a little closer. Play the percentages.
Clock is winding down. It is now 1st and 10 from about 14. Nice got the ball.
They're going to
He's
take
back.
a shot. Oh, it's
He
complete.
finds Tucklin Downey. Tucklin, is he going to get out of bounds?
1 second left on the clock.
1
Thank
second
goodness they
left
got
on the
him.
clock.
Thank goodness they got him down. Right?
Wow.
This gives us an opportunity to get 3 points before the
That is one of those situational awareness things. Tuco was right there. He tried to make the play to get the ball in the end zone. I think he realized about partway through that wasn't going to happen and he needed to get out of bounds, and he allowed himself to get taken out with 1 second left. 1 second left on the clock. Don't know if that was the plan all along, Coach, but that's how it worked out, so we're going to go ahead and be happy with it.
You did a quick hitter and threw the
I'd hard count him and see if he jumped for an offside, then run it in the end zone.
That's a possibility, yeah. Just having some booth chatter up here says, oh, you can try and hard count him and do it. But if you hard count him, what are you going to do? You're going to get, what, 5 out of it? And then you're still going to be, yeah. Nah, I think I'm going to let Logan Deneau pick me up 3 points here.
Absolutely.
No point. You don't want to get too clever.
Well, you still want to outcoach yourself, right?
Yeah, and it's only a 3-point game. Yeah, they're going to take a shot at it. It's a bold gambit, Cotton. Let's see how it works out. There you go. Can't quite figure out what's going on here. Logan,
It's just all 3 age groups, 10 to 11 guys at first, huh?
there we go. Never seen a field goal attempt to ice himself with a timeout before, Coach.
time count.
Okay, we're going to back it up a few yards. We're going to do it again.
Yeah, he might be better off.
Maybe you'll end up sneaking in bed with you.
There's a time count violation. There's not a time count violation.
They're missing a player.
No, he's declined it. Tougher angle.
There you go. Declined it. Trying to make the Ravens take a tougher angle. Logan's actually on a pretty sharp angle here to this. It's a 12-yard attempt. It's a snap, spot. Look good. All right. After all that, the kick is good, and your JV Essex Ravens take a 13-7 lead into halftime against Niagara. Excellent start to the game. Defense is looking live. Special teams is doing what they need to. Starting to put together a couple plays. I know. Nice first half of football by the Ravens. We're going to take a little break. Come back. Call the second half for you soon.
All right, fellas, I got a ball game I got to get ready for. So joining you in the next half is going to be J.P. Cercelli from the Windsor Lancers. He's going to be joining everybody on the broadcast, and I'll be seeing you guys later on when the Varsity Ravens take the field.
And welcome back to the second half, folks. Today we are watching the Essex Junior Varsity Ravens hosting the Niagara Spears. Ravens have a 13-7 lead at halftime. Joining me now, our second half specialist, Coach J.P. Cercelli of the University of Windsor Lancers. Coach just lives his whole life down here, so he figured he'd come up and help us finish this one off.
Absolutely. Looking forward to a great finish because the first half, a lot of good back and forth, and let's hope the hometown can find a way to finish it off.
Finish it off, yeah. I mean, defense was definitely the key in the first bit, along with some, we had 3 big turnovers there, including the 1 pick six. Let's see how the second half goes. Niagara's getting ready to kick. Ball is live. There's the kick. It's a little dribbler down the middle. Wisely fell on. I believe that is going to be, that was Adrian Davidson falling on the ball, wide receiver.
Yeah, good heads-up play. Nothing better than starting with the ball on your own 40, coming out.
Nice and clean.
Very easy.
No turnovers. Now, Coach, we got a 6-point lead on this one. We won that turnover battle handily in the first half. How do you think that turnovers might play into the second half?
It all depends on how this weather holds up. I think the rain's kind of held off. It's going to still be a slick ball, so ball security is still going to be a must for all the teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Ravens come out. I'm seeing 2-by-2 with a tight end coming in motion the other side. There's the handoff to No up the middle. Logan picking his way through. Just been a really good job all day so far of Logan of finding those extra yards, avoiding contacts. You know, he's got that nice shiftiness.
Absolutely. He's got good vision. The blocks haven't always been there, but similar to what we saw from Niagara running back, you keep your feet moving, good things are going to happen, and he's done a really good job of getting those yards after first contact, which is something you always look for.
Here we go. Ravens are going to come out again. Seeing a 3-by-2 with, again, that tight end, H-back, tight, single back set. 83's waggling down the line. Ryan Nice is going to keep it, roll out. Kind of an awkward throw going across his body there. Difficult toss.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to do. You want the bootleg, get a little bit of play action, but you have quarterback going to his wrong side and trying to make that throw. It's tough.
Throwing across his body downfield. That's just a really tough throw. I don't care who you are. I mean, maybe Patrick Mahomes make that one all day, but
he's not walking in anytime soon.
Probably not. So here we go. Ravens have got it now. It is going to be 3rd, and I'm going to call that about 7. Ball is on the 44-yard line, 45-yard line, and we're in punt formation. Snaps okay, gets the kickoff, not a boomer. Takes a good bounce. Picked up by Niagara. Going to be out of bounds on about the 53, 54-yard line, just Niagara side of the flag.
Looks like it'll be a no yards call against the Ravens. I mean, it's played off a bounce, so it should only be a 5-yard penalty, but they're discussing now. We'll see what they got, and that's just exactly it.
Yeah, 5 yards indeed. Great eye, Coach.
So hopefully X's kind of take a look at this. Okay, what's the net? What are we actually gaining here? So maybe going forward, you're in a little more 3-down territory. If we're only going to gain 5 to 10 yards on a punt, maybe we try our luck at it.
Yeah. Yeah, and we haven't exactly been power punting it so far this game, have we, right?
I think neither team. That's something to consider.
So here we go. Going to be Niagara ball. About the Ravens 53 at this point. There's back on motion. Running back's got it up the middle. Well played by number, who's that, 50?
Yeah, 50.
That is going to be Landon Vincent. Again, really good athletic player. I remember, Coach, a couple seasons ago when your son Theo was playing on Bantam and we were coaching there together. I remember Landon Vincent was a defensive back for us then, and he was a relatively new player to the game of football at that time.
Yeah, it's amazing what a couple of years can do in development, and that's what we want to see. The guys who move up from bantam to this level, they get that much better and able to take on that new challenge.
Take on that new challenge, exactly. Just watch them get better and better over the years. Here we go. We got 32, single back formation. Quarterback's looking downfield, looking out to his left. Number 13 has the ball. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Kyle Angus again was the main guy there on the coverage on the outside. He had some support on the inside from Lucas Steets and a couple of others. That's going to bring up a third and a short 2, let's call it.
Yeah.
Ball spotted over on the left hash. They've had a lot of luck running a bit of false motion and then countering back to the weak side. It doesn't look like that's what they're setting up for here.
You got to make sure you give the yard. Don't get beat on any hard counts.
There it is. Quarterback's going to keep it and take it. Yeah. Their quarterback has definitely been their most dangerous ball carrier, I think, over the course of the second quarter and probably heading into this quarter anyway.
We'll see what kind of momentum you get. I mean, early on, it was a lot of those turnovers, but you look at the size of this Niagara line. I mean, if you've got a good runner at the quarterback, kind of finds his way, especially against those big guys, and it might lead to a little more momentum because those turnovers really made it difficult to get that offense rhythm going.
Exactly. You know, and those big guys can start wearing you down over the course of a long game. So here we go. There's a motion. Oh, somebody was way offside on that one. That's going to be, I believe, Matthew Pye. It's a couple times now. They seem to have gotten us with a bit of a count.
I think the defensive coordinator there, Liam McGee's trying to dial up a blitz, and if you don't time those up properly, you end up giving those 3-5. So I get what you're trying to do. You want to be aggressive, try and get a turnover, but you still have to be patient and make sure you watch that football.
Yeah, and I think we don't want to get too far off script from what we were doing on defense in the first half either, because, you know, if it ain't broke, coach, don't fix it.
Absolutely.
You know? Like Niagara got their players early on. Here we go. We're up to the middle again. Number 20. Yeah. Seems like Niagara's getting the better of the push in the center of the line right now.
Yeah, those are bigger guys, and like I said, you start getting a little bit more rhythm and maybe staying to the offense that you're used to. It makes it a lot more challenging. I mean, the big thing to remember is these guys come from 4-down football, and this is really that transition year where special teams makes a big difference. And, you know, offensively, you're still trying to find your way. The throws aren't always going to be there because you're not forced to make those perfect passes in 3 down that you have in 4.
There's the snap. Hands up. Ravens are all over that one, blowing it up in the backfield. Just stuffed out with 3-4 yards. Yeah, I think you make a great point there, coach. As you bring these, especially the young guys, the quarterbacks, you bring them up, you know, and frankly, up to the bantam age, if you're a good athlete, then we're going to put you at an athletic position, son. And if you can throw the ball and everything, that's great. But you don't have to have much of a passing game as a bantam team to be successful. I've certainly coached bantam teams where we didn't pass the ball a whole lot, and we still managed to do okay. But then to make that jump up to the next level, the JV level, as you say, when you know the offenses start to open up, they get spread, and you got to be able to pass. That is a big jump for these young quarterbacks. So sometimes that athletic guy, you can still sort of be that U.S.-style college quarterback there, you know. Here we go. Quarterback's rolling to his right. He's got a man open there. He decides to go to the second level, and he finds him. Oh my! Oh my, coach! I thought he was going to hit that little outlet receiver or the running back there, and he went to the second level. I was thinking, you know what? That's got a chance to be defended or picked, and that is not at all what happened. Really nice little completion.
Yeah, you know, you get that bootleg motion going, so you've been having a tough time with the Raven pass rush, and the last couple plays kind of been getting after it. So move the throwing spot, get him out.
Yep.
And now you got to make a pretty good athletic play, and you know.
And that is the drive that the Ravens probably would not have rather not given up to start this half. That's going to push them down a point now. We're 6 minutes, halfway through the third. Score is now 14 Niagara, Essex Ravens 13 here at the University of Windsor Alumni Field. Coach, you talked about one of those. You talked about one of those things we had an opportunity to know your son and to coach the Bantams and the Ravens and myself for a while. And I look now. And you've seen this be posted probably on the Lancers Facebook time. I look now, and there are 8 or 10 kids that are on your team this year, Coach, that are guys that I was coaching 10 years ago when I first came to Windsor. Colby, Joe, Brody, these kinds of players. It's basically the team that I won a Bantam 2018 championship, Glenn and I, back in the day, and all the guys. So this is a little pipeline we've got going around here in Windsor, I think, and it's keeping them at home we'll talk again in a bit, but you've got a couple of young guys that have come back to Windsor from elsewhere that really have an opportunity to make an impact this year and go in the future. Oh, that looked like that tackle looked a little high to me, but I think that's probably just got turned. Talk about a couple of these young guys, homegrown guys that you've got back in Windsor here that have grown up here. They're going to play roles on your teams. On your team this year.
Colby's probably one of the biggest ones. The guy that you see is maybe not the biggest guy, but definitely a lot of production at the Essex Ravens at all 3 levels, and then someone that we've really been able to hang our hat on. He's a team captain and leader, and someone that we expect the offense to go through this upcoming year.
Colby is just a perfect example. You can't judge. It ain't the size of the dog in the fight; it's the size of the fight in the dog. That kid I've known Colby coach since he was 11, 12 years old. He's got the heart of a lion. Period. Oh, here we go. 27 breaking away.
You know what?
Breaking away. I think he could go. Oh, the way. There we go. Essex Ravens get that score right back.
What was great about that play, they ran the counter, and they tried that one of the first plays of the game with Logan Deneau, and he didn't really follow the double team. He kind of bounced out too early. This time, who was that, 27?
27, so that's going to be Powell.
So he did a great job of keeping inside as long as possible. Then at the last second, you veer off, and that's where you get a lot of open field. So I really think that's going to be a play they can hang their hats on, because it was there in the first half, but whether it was a missed block here or bouncing it a little too early, and it's a thing of beauty when you see those 2 big guys pulling around, and all it is daylight to the end zone.
Yeah, that's a lovely thing to see. So running back. There you go.
And that's the answer you wanted.
That's exactly the answer you wanted. You can't ask for much better. You come right back, grab that touchdown right back, say, no, you don't. You are on our field, the Lancers field.
That's right.
The Ravens field and the Lancers aren't using it.
And now, a big thing is, we saw in a couple kickoffs where the Ravens didn't have contain. So let's see if that's been cleaned up, if there's been an emphasis on that.
Well, that's an excellent point, Coach. We saw in the opening kickoff, would have gone for a touchdown, got called back. And then we managed to squeak out of that, and then we saw another long one on the return. So definitely cleaning up the kickoff coverage is something we will look for here.
Kickoff penalty.
And it's so difficult because it's one of the plays you probably practice the least amount, and when you're going twice a week, you're hoping everyone's available, but you got school trips, you got all sorts of things coming on now as we get to the end of the year. So just getting 12 guys on the field sometimes feels like a victory.
And I'm sure at your level, Coach, it's tough to make sure special teams get all the practice that they need. And I can tell you, in a Bantam coach, as a Bantam, when you're practicing twice a week, it's super hard. You've got about 4 hours of practice time with those kids a week, right? If you use every minute of it, and you're trying to operate your special teams, 6 different special teams units, get an offense, defense together, get ready for an opponent on a weekly basis with everything else that's going on.
So rather than have to deal with the return, they just decide to kick it right out of bounds, and we'll scrimmage from the 40.
It's certainly a strategy, Coach.
They've done that for years.
Niagara's got the ball, lining up in that formation that they just seem to live in. It's a bit of motion across. They're going to cross the backs this time. All right. Stubbs is the kid that broke one earlier, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, now the message has to be from Coach McGee, just keep grinding until you hear the whistle. Don't let up early.
Yeah.
Let's gang tackle, swarm, whatever it takes.
Yeah, I don't really think you want to get back into a back and forth score fest here. Niagara just got one, and Ravens answered again really quickly. I don't know if a shootout is what you want to aim for here.
Great job by the D-line. They recognized the screen, put the pressure on so the throw's low, and now we're going to get the punt team out here again. So the Ravens should get excellent field position off this.
Yeah, just great pressure getting in the quarterback's face on that one. Just didn't give him an opportunity to get set and do anything with it. Tuchel Downey's going to be back to return. I coached Tuchel in a game. This might have been you and I again, Coach, about 3 years ago, where he scored six touchdowns in one game, and I believe 2 of them were on punt returns.
He is the eraser. Anytime there's a mistake, he can fix it in a hurry. So if they get the ball to him.
Oh, good job by the punter just to get that off, and it was looking like a pretty sticky play. Tuco takes the ball. He's going to head left. He's going to keep coming left. Let's not have any peel box. Peel black box right there.
That's a high tackle.
It's going to be down about the 30. I saw a flag thrown midfield around the 20. I think that's going to be on 2-7.
That's such a tough thing for momentum because you feel you're going to get good possession or field position, and the punter drops the ball. Now you think maybe you get a block.
Yeah.
He gets off a good kick. The returner moves up, so it's over his head, and then a penalty to boot. So I couldn't really work out any better for the Spears on this one.
No, that Spears actually basically hit the jackpot in Vegas on that play because it was not looking great off the kick, off the snap, but everything else came together. That's okay. The Ravens still got a 20-14 lead. It is 3:53 remaining in the third quarter. I am here with Coach J.P. Cercelli at the University of Windsor Landers and my buddy Cam Curran, Bill McMurrin over on camera. I'm Scott Valentine, and the Ravens are going to try and put together a nice long drive here, Coach.
Yeah, go back to the power running game. It's been working for you. Logan No's been great for you, but you know you've got someone in Powell as well, so let's keep it on the ground and see what we can do.
Yeah, I would just try and start getting my running back stable work here, not get too cute. As you say, Logan's going to try and work it outside, coming back up.
If I can take this,
But I'll tell you what, a 7-minute drive with about a half dozen first downs here and another touchdown would be a lovely way to go through the next half quarter or so.
Well, the offensive coordinator, Ian Godger, and he went back to the same play we saw on the touchdown, the counter, this one to Logan, and they happened to bring the blitz in, and that kind of threw Logan off. He had to probably bounce it a little earlier than he wanted to, but still positive yardage.
Positive yards, and that's exactly the kind of play where if they pressure him, if Logan does get that bounce back and they over pursue a little bit, that's where Logan goes. That's exactly where he's capable of taking off. Okay. Ryan didn't really seem to get his feet set underneath him on that one too well. Incomplete pass out to the left. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 7. And the Ravens are on their 12-13 yard line.
So now the decision is, do you concede the safety, flip the field? You don't have a great punting game. That might make the most sense because you're up by only 6 here. Sometimes the book tells you don't want to give up where a single score is going to give them a lead, but field position is so important here. And if the offense is at one point, one's going to strike, one's going to struggle back and forth. Maybe the game field position is the key here. We'll see what Coach Neal decides.
Well, the way they're lining up, it certainly looks like they're going to concede the safety here.
Well, Chris told me because we ran into each other on Tuesday at the league.
He's going to burn as much time as possible. Take his knee. Give up the 2 points. For the nice people at home, Coach, why don't you explain that one to them? What's the logic of the Ravens doing that in that situation?
Yeah, the logic there is you give up the 2 points, but now Niagara's going to be scrimmaging deep within their own end. So you essentially flip the field and say, we're not going to punt the ball here and give you a chance to really score a likely touchdown or at least a field goal. We'll give up the 2, and now you've got to march at least 3/4 of the field to make that happen.
Yeah, and we've every good coach has tried this, and every good coach has seen this strategy work, and every good coach has seen this strategy fail sometimes. What the Ravens really got to do now that they've got that field flip, they conceded that too, they still got the 4 points, is they need to get the stop that they lacked on the previous drive, or the 2 drives ago.
Now let's see if Niagara goes back to that run game when they scored on two previous possessions.
All bunched up again. Oh.
And you got a procedure there.
They really telegraph when they're going to that run. I mean, they basically line up and spread, and then they'll kind of do what they do, and they like that, the little traps and those sorts of things, right? But when they line up in that bunch formation, I mean, they're not. There's no joke. I mean, they're just lining up, and that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, I think the philosophy is, hey, we're bigger than you are, and we're going to just fully use best we can. We're not going to confuse our own team by doing something too tricky.
Goes jet motion. Quarterback's going to cut back in behind it. That was a nice follow-up there. Bowden Halati with some violence, bringing some violence at the end there, and I think that was Liam Rawlings that was in on that one as well.
Yeah, both those plays have been key defensive stalwarts for the Ravens, and yeah, you said it, they bring the wood when they come through.
Yeah. Both the Ravens in the JV squads games that I've liked today, I like the linebacker play. They're aggressive. They're not afraid to flow. They're not afraid to hit. Not afraid to hit. There's motion. Quarterback's got the ball. He's looking downfield off to the right. Oh, that was close. I saw 22, which is going to be our friend Adrian Rodriguez. Excellent young defensive back. Another one from our old squad. Out there, and I think who was it? The other one, 21, was that Logan out there again as well?
No. That's why that procedure play is so big, because you saw on 1st and 15, Niagara gains 5 yards. If that's a first down play, they can keep the ball on the ground, and that really doesn't play into our favor. Yep. Anytime that ball's in the air, we've already got a couple picks. The more we can put those positions in there, that's going to be the better for our team moving forward. So hopefully keep that up.
Another low kind of snap. Tuco's going to try and field it. He gets his hands on it now. Still on his feet, fighting for yards. All right, I'm going to call that about a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, right at midfield is a great field position for the Ravens. Hopefully they can capitalize on this opportunity with a minute to go in the third.
Yeah, minute 7 left in the third. Got a 4-point lead. The weather is really not bad now. It's not raining. The wind seems to have stopped for the most part, or at least it's very light. Should be down to a contest of wills now, Coach, in execution.
Yeah, that'll be the big thing. I mean, both teams have kind of had those big strikes and had a chance to wear on each other. We'll see in the game of attrition who gives up first.
Mm-hmm. Go. Nice in the backfield. Dano lined up behind him. Motion coming around behind. Everybody's stepping up. There's Logan. Curling up.
Yeah, it's tough. You want him to be able to get up a little bit sooner so you can get some more positive yardage, but it's that backside leakage, if you will, that makes it tough. And now he's got to string it out, and now you're left with 2nd and 9.
Yeah. There we go. We are coming down to the last few seconds of the third quarter. This will be the last play, I'd suspect, and then we will flip sides. Ravens are 2nd and 9.
Got Tuklin on the short side. Let's see if we can get him the ball. And now you've got an offside on the defense.
Tuco does have the ball. Now that should be a first down decline. What did I do? Okay, folks, we're going to change the quarter. We're going to see if we can't get the store updated. and then we're going to be right back for the fourth quarter.
Is this right?
Here.
Yes.
There? Oh, there you go. Oh, get an extra zero on there, Coach.
That's it? Okay. No, just look at the, plug into the, say the official.
There you go.
Start off the top. We usually do for the land.
All right.
Folks, quick news flash. Just in case you ever need somebody to work your scoreboard in a flash here, Coach Sully can do that job as well. You are really the jack of all trades when it comes to this game, Coach.
Maybe right here, but my younger coaching staff would beg to differ on that.
I yelled at him the other day.
All right, folks. It is time for the fourth quarter here at Alumni Field, beautiful University of Windsor, downtown Western Windsor. It's clearing up enough. You can see both bridges now, the one that's open and the one that's not. And we got a clear view to the field. The Ravens have the ball. 11:53 to go in the fourth quarter. Up by 4 points.
I don't know if they've got the yard correct since we changed into the fourth, but
There you go, Logan. Nice eyes, son. Really good vision. Really good vision.
yeah, back to that power running game. You get the big guys coming around, and we talked about the importance of having Milan back in this game. Not having him week one made it very difficult. He's really the heart and soul of that group up front, and he's going to be making up big holes. And for a guy like Logan, once he gets a little bit of daylight, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, yeah. And again, this group of guys have been playing together for a while. Milan's been blocking up front for Logan for a while now as well. It's great to see Milan healthy. Good gosh. But the JV got a nice chance to help sod this one away. Oh, linebacker just blew straight in that time. I didn't catch if he was on a blitz or if he just sliced in there.
Yeah, it's kind of a tricky one. It looked like trying to run to the right side, and Logan cuts it back to left, and there was no one blocking that way. So I don't know if it's a miscommunication on the call, but definitely Logan's in a spot where there was no help for him. And now you get into an obvious passing situation, but maybe because of what we've seen from the punt and field goal units, you run the ball again here and say, hey, it's 3-down territory.
Yeah. Guy I like, whose name I don't think we've called today, is William Euler. I'm not sure if he's out there, but he's an excellent receiver. St. Anne's, longtime Raven. Ryan's going to let it go for Tuco.
What a catch.
Oh my gosh, Tuco and Downey. What a catch. Ryan Nice just wing one out there. Tuco went up in the air, adjusted midair to turn his body, caught that ball with his hands, maintained, threw a pretty violent hit on the ground as well.
Well, he went up high and came down hard. We call it the high hard one. That was awesome.
That was a great play. Yeah, Tuco's a little right. Tuco's toughening out, but I think his butt's a little sore. He's going to be okay.
Now you hope, hey, 3 down, just bang this thing in.
Right.
Say, Ryan, get low and let's just drive this thing in.
Yeah, I'm not. Nothing too cute here. Oh, and there's a flag. What's flag for?
I don't know if the offense was properly set.
So they weren't set. The offensive line wasn't set.
Or if we don't have a receiver on the line.
They're offside.
No, unless they're calling offside.
Offside, defense, decline.
Offside defense declined. Result of the play.
Is declined. So that is a touchdown.
Touchdown Ravens. The Ravens cashed it in, Coach.
That's fantastic. Now, it looked like, did Logan take it?
You guys get a number on the touchdown?
I think it was Logan.
No, I think Logan was
Like a
doing
direct-
the back push on that
Was he
one.
the back push?
I might have been Nice. It might have been the QB. I don't know.
Then it was keeper, QB.
It was Nice. Okay.
QB was standing up for it.
All right, here we go.
Logan was pushing it.
Okay.
What was this for the penalty?
There's snap. Kick is up, and it is good.
It was a QB drop.
27-16. So it was Ryan Nice on the draw on the last play for the touchdown, the QB. Ryan is a I'm not going to say he's the most fleet of foot quarterback I ever coached, but he is an aggressive runner and he's a decent size.
Yeah, the size makes all the difference. Can
Yeah.
you get in there and even lean forward? And again, we're talking about we need less than a yard, and they got the job done. And now, we'll see if that kick cover is good to go.
All right, here we go. 11-point lead for the JV Ravens in their home opener of this year. Playing an Niagara team that was 1-0 coming in here, so this is important. This will tie them up in the standings in the West early on in the season. 9:18 to go in the game. Pooch going over towards the 9-hole, going to bounce out. Bring that one out to the 40. Okay, Coach.
Well, we've seen that strategy twice in a row now. I don't know if we're just saying, you know what, we'll concede and have it start on the 40 because we don't want the big return, because we've seen a couple of those already. If that's what the defensive staff is happy with, then that's the strategy you're going to go with.
That's the strategy you're going to go. I agree with you, Coach. I mean, don't let the kid touch the ball is always a pretty good strategy, right? And if we're having a hard time controlling the kick and putting it where we want to, then heck yeah. Defense is playing well. Let's go.
You got the momentum. We don't want a big play to bring it back.
Look at the gap between those tackles. Definitely in pass mode now. Oh! Number 37. Who's that? Kyle Angus again. All over the place.
It looked like it was going to be the classic tip drill.
It did. I thought 37, I thought 18 was going to go ahead and take and tip drill it right back to the end zone.
Yeah. Jaden Kay had a chance there, but a great defensive play for the Ravens. And, again, second and long, so they're going to be in that passing situation again.
Coaches love saying that's why we practice that one, guys, every time there's a tip.
That's right.
Game. Here we go. Niagara's got the field spread out. Going to set back pass again. Going deep to the left. Another nicely defended pass by the Ravens. The DB was in the right spot. Is that 2-2 again? 2-2. 2-4.
Well, it's Kalen Hillman.
2-4. Oh, there we go. We also got an update for you from down the 401. The London Junior Mustangs are currently up 2-0 on the Cambridge Lions. Go Lions.
I thought you were a Packers fan.
And again,
right.
you put Niagara in those positions where they have to throw the ball and get out of the run game. That's
Yep, and here we go with the rugby kick again. And this kid's actually not bad at this at all. There's Tuco. He's got a clean. He's not Tuco. It's Powell, I think. Clean field. All right. We got an 11-point lead, Coach. We're on about our own 49. 1st and 10, about 8 minutes to go.
And so there you see the strategy of kicking out of bounds, having the opponent start on their own 40. You give up nothing, and now you've got better field position than they did to start with, and you feel pretty good about it with a 2-score lead with 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, it's absolutely the right strategy to play. Sometimes coaches do funny things in order to win football games, and they make perfect sense. And sometimes they do very clever things to lose football games.
I think, a lot of times it's the coaches that make the issues. The players are good. It's the coaches that kind of cost you at times. We just get out of the way and let the kids do their thing.
Exactly. Ravens ballers spread in motion, straight up the middle. Is that Mr. Powell again? I believe so. Nice little pickup, 6-yarder. Exactly the kind of play you want.
Exactly. Back to the power running game. And again, not to beat a dead horse, but again, you're going behind Milan and that offensive line, and now they're rolling. They feel confident. This is like the closer in baseball. You got the 2-score lead. Let's get a nice, 5-minute drive going, finish off with a field goal touchdown, and call this thing.
Exactly right, Coach. Exactly right. It's about the bottom of the 7th here. Let's get the closer in and do this. Let's just pound the ball a few times. Maybe put up a few more points just to really ruin their day. Just a great solid run there, and they're doing exactly what you said, Coach. They're coming right behind the big guy up the middle.
Yeah, and that one especially, see old 33 Travis Meacham, and he's done good stuff in the past as a linebacker, but he's really found a role as that H-back, and he's really helped out with this run game. He's another guy that may not get all the all the celebration type of thing.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
man, he's going to be solid in there.
And Travis is one of those kids you gotta love. I mean, I always liked
Absolutely.
Travis too. You know, when he was a lineman, linebacker, whatever he was doing, man, he was just yes, coach, yes, coach. There we go. There's a handoff. There's Meacham on the lead. Gets a little piece from him, not quite as much that time.
Yeah, again, back to the power running game, but you get some leakage from the backside, and you can't quite hit it up the middle as much as you want.
And one of the things too, I think this is Travis's probably first season ever playing that H-back role. I don't know if he worked there a little bit last year, but that was my old spot coach. You know, if my neck hadn't been bad, I'm sure the Packers would have drafted me and everything. But that being that guy who comes across the thing and meets that defensive end or that outside linebacker on that straight knockout, that's a skill to be learned, and that's something guys take pride in. There we go, 85. We got there now. Jalen Lee Laporte.
DJ's on the other side, on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not a popular decision here, but maybe you go for it. It's third and long 6. You haven't had a lot of success with the deep punts. I think the rain's picking up again, and you're almost at their own 40, so you've already had success that way. But it looks like you're going to punt it away.
Yes. Yeah.
Low line driver, fumbled the ball out of bounds. Worked out okay.
Yeah, nearly blocked, but get it off.
Nearly blocked, and if he had fielded it clean, he might have run up the sideline. But now I'm with you, Coach. If you got a punter and you're trying to play field position late in the game, great, you know. But I don't think we're punting is necessarily our all-star feature.
No, and again, we talked about it earlier. You're dealing with a group of athletes who have been used to 4-down football, where the special teams is not the priority. Come to this level, it's hard to find guys right away who understand the importance of special teams, but also having a skill set in the kicking game.
We're pretty sure we got it.
Here we go, Niagara ball. About 5 minutes, 15 seconds left to play. 2x2. Here's the jet motion. Looks like a little pitch, short pitch.
That'll be 20's gonna throw that ball.
Ravens at this point need to play intelligent football more than anything. Need to not make mistakes, not commit any mental errors, take penalties they don't need to, coach. Wrap up, wait for help when you're in the open field. Don't try and be the hero out there in a one-on-one situation.
Yeah, so a play like that, I mean, you don't want to give up 6 yards, but you're going to run the ball, the clock's going to continue to run, you're fine with that. It's giving up the big strike that you're worried about.
That's what you're worried about. And I heard somebody, one of the other coaches in the booth here, say at some point they're going to have that kid throw the ball or something. Oh, my. I think that's a fumble picked up. All right.
And then you see that mist playing havoc again. It's not heavy rain, but it's enough to give you problems when you're handling the football. Ball security is, again, going to be a must.
Well, it's just when people talk about the ball gets wet, your ball gets wet, your arms get wet, your gloves get wet, your jersey gets wet, everything gets wet, and it's just a lot easier for the ball to slip through.
Absolutely. And now you've got Niagara in this position where, 3rd and 5, they got to keep the drive going. Are they going to throw the ball? They're going to run the ball.
Yeah, they're going to at the point where they got to do something here now. They're down by 11 points. There's 4 minutes left in the game. It's still a lot of time in this league, but you need to make a play here. Going to take a pass. Oh. All right. So that is going to revert to Ravens ball in excellent field position. 3:51 left. Going to be 1st and 10. Ravens ball. They're up 27-16. And in a pretty good place here to close out this game now.
This is classic Raven football. 4-minute drill. You've got a 2-score lead. Team's ready to be put away.
Yeah.
Let's grind it out. Finish this thing off.
Yeah,
we'll meet in the end zone type of thing.
Exactly. Just let the big mean people up there do their work now. Hand it to the fast, quick guys. Stay behind them. Create the holes. Put up some extra points on them to send them home extra unhappy. What you don't want to do is start making mistakes. Protect that ball. There we go. It's Mr. Powell again. Yep. I like this kid.
It's a great job. I mean, he could have easily went out of bounds 5 yards earlier. He, stops on a dime, cuts upfield, and keeps getting positive yardage.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of Ravens players today making business decisions like Dion and stepping out of bounds, coach. Like, they tend to be turning up pretty good. I've seen Logan do that a couple of times now. Switch the ball to his outside. Earlier today, I saw Boston Bedell in the Bantam game.
Yeah.
Got one of the outside, switched the ball his left-hand side, and straight trucked some kid that was about twice his size on the inside, I like the attitude I'm seeing out of the running backs. Go, nice quick little pass. I don't understand that call. That was just quick little play action. He was just looking for. I didn't see if it was the slot or the H-back slid out, coach, but it was just a quick little play action look in a break inside.
The tough part is, you're coaching this game and you're seeing stuff, and you say, we can get this pass in, or they're giving us something here, and I get it. Niagara's really trying to stop the run, and you want to maybe take that chance, but you can't fall for it. You can't take the cheese because you keep the ball on the ground, the clock continues to run. Worst case scenario, you're kicking a field goal, and this game's done.
Right? It's just you give the other guy a possession when you don't need to. Niagara back pass. Here's this quick quarterback again. He is capable of getting loose and being dangerous. Ooh, just managed to force him up the side there. And, Coach, that's what we're talking about. We had a little interception on a pass that might not even be thrown. Last play of the Ravens offense series, we had a pickup, and now we got a quarterback scrambles for 30 yards right off the top.
Exactly what you want to avoid. These momentum-type plays will get any team back into it, and I know we were at that closing time, and unfortunately given them new life, and with 3 minutes to go, we know if the clock stops each time, Spears still have a chance here. We've got to button up.
Yeah. Spread out, and they're going to take shots. They got athletes that can do it. We haven't seen an athlete pull down a big pass yet, but I'm sure they got a kid that can do it. They're going to look for it right now. There's a pass. There's a completion. Got to make that tackle. Okay.
With the time left in the game, you're okay giving up a 5-6 yard pass as long as you make the tackle. Clock continues to run. Again, it's the big one you can't give up.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of game. This is why every team I ever coached, I always trying to find some big mean kid that just wanted to play fullback for the last series of the game or two, so that I could just hand the ball to him.
Right.
Just hold on to the ball and run over people's son. That's your job. Spears quarterback, just another really athletic to play. That was number 30, Brantley Lafrenary, managed to get to him. Minute 43 left.
Now knowing that you've got an athlete there at quarterback and he's gotten a couple big ones, it might be time to put a linebacker just spying him to make sure if someone does get free.
Yeah, I agree.
Shut that thing down, because the last thing you want to do is give up a score, and now we're going to have the hands team and onside, and with this weather, we don't want to risk that.
I'd get a couple athletes back on the field. I would have somebody, as you say, shadow that quarterback for sure. Somebody who's got the speed to keep up with him too. Here's go. He's going to go outside again. Going to look deep. No flags.
Yeah, and it's hard because anytime you put up a 50-50 ball in this kind of weather, I mean, that can happen. There could be a flag, and all of a sudden you're moving the football. So, again, a couple downs to work on it here. You've got to really do something to get that quarterback making the decision a lot quicker.
Yeah. Minute 33 to go. 2 timeouts left. Ravens up 27-16. Niagara ball on the 41. 2nd and 10. Quarterback takes snap, wings it out to the left. So a little pickup there, about 5 yards. A little less, 4 yards, can bring up third down.
Right, not a bad thing to give up because you know that the clock is going to continue to tick as long as they blow this thing in, which they have. Niagara's not taking any timeouts.
Yeah.
Oh, and there we go.
Timeout Niagara.
There's first timeout. Okay. Timeout Niagara. Okay.
They lost 3 seconds on that, though. I don't know why wait to make that decision, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Okay, so best case scenario, the Ravens get a stop here. They got the ball back, 2 timeouts left. Still going to have to get a couple of first downs in order to play this one out. Worst case scenario, the Ravens give up a touchdown on the next play and a 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden it's an onside kick and a field goal to tie the game.
Right. So the big thing is knowing that you called the timeout, it's really their last chance, so you got to be expecting the unexpected. There could be some kind of trick or gadget.
Yeah.
But maybe the biggest thing is you got a quarterback who can make something happen with his feet. I wouldn't be surprised if he kind of sits back there, sees if anything's open, and he's just going to look to try and find a hole and make it happen himself.
I'm with you, Coach. I'd give my quarterback an opportunity to make the play and let him know, son, if you don't see anybody open, you use those feet God gave you and get down the field. Because he certainly demonstrated the ability. Here we go, folks. Big play. Nope, tried to get him to count. Not going to work. Ball's away. Quarterback looks to his right. Kind of lobs one out there. Gets picked off. Number 4 pickoff on the day for the Ravens. That is Landon Vincent once again.
It's such a tough throw going to the field. And I don't know if he would have even gotten close to a first down if he makes that catch. Again, I kind of thought he was going to take it and run it himself, but it's fortunate for the Ravens. And now, let's be smart. Don't put the ball in the air. Give them no chance. Ball security. Grind it out with a few powers. And this thing's done.
Yeah, if anything, I might have tried to load up one side of the field with my receivers if I was Niagara. If I really wanted to do that sort of roll out to the other side, then have them boot into the naked space or something like that. But as it was, there wasn't really an opportunity on that play. Ravens have the ball. They're looking to close it out. 1:16, 1st and 10 from the 40. Quick handoff into Deneau. Deneau is just going to plow his way through. Nice, clean little 6-yard gain there.
And now you're seeing a lot of the younger guys getting a chance to come in on the O-line and finish things off.
Yeah, which is great. The best part, there's a lot of these young guys, like I can point to a bunch of these guys on the sideline who were playing for us a couple of years ago, Coach, on that Bantam team.
Right.
That were grade 6ers then, that were just the kids that we carried on the team, and they showed up hard and they worked hard, but they never got a chance to play, that are out here now that are starters, and they're starting for these Bantam teams and JV teams.
Yeah, and that's a big thing that you always want to remind people. It's about player development, and it may not happen year one, but over time, especially at this age level, your bodies change, you go through development.
Yeah.
And as long as you're in an organization like the Ravens where core fundamentals are the key, good things are going to happen.
Yeah. It doesn't ever really change, Coach. I mean, at your level, you got guys come up. They might not be as physically mature in their first year or two university, so they get that red shirt. They need to get the
No,
mentality.
you're right. You're right, especially for the lineman, because, trying to guess what someone is at 17, 18 years old and what he's going to grow up to 22, you never know.
All right. Niagara is going to concede on that basis. We are going to wind the rest of the clock, and the winners of this game are your Essex Ravens Junior Varsity U16 team. Final score, Ravens 27, Niagara 16. Well played, Ravens. Well played, Spears. Well done, Coach.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you.
It was a lot of fun. Okay, folks, you be good. There's going to be a game coming on for you a little bit later on your TV featuring the same varsity Ravens, and we will see you back here again at Alumni Field in the University of Windsor in beautiful downtown Windsor for the next Essex Ravens football game. Bye-bye.